Well, it's not really a plan to fight corruption because you can't spend the last few years, as the president has done, denouncing corruption and plots. And then when you arrest people, some people who've been arrested, you could argue that they deserve a trial and that they probably are corrupt, but other people are being arrested, like journalists. They're not corrupt, they're just being arrested to block freedom of expression. So this kind of populism doesn't work very well, and I don't think it convinces anybody.
أستاذ فرانسيس، جدير بالتنويه هنا أن الدولة تقول إنها تلاحقهم بتهمة التآمر. القضاء يفترض أنه الفاصل في الأمر، أم أن نزاهة القضاء مشكوك فيها في تونس؟
Oh yes, I mean the Tunisian judiciary sometimes is good, but sometimes has been very corrupt. I mean, ever since the Ben Ali days. So that's not a question. But basically what we're facing is that the president has taken all powers for himself in the last year and a half. And I must say the last 10 years in Tunisia have not been an exercise in democracy, but in blocking reforms, in corruption, in foreign money and Tunisian money investing politics. There have been no reforms. There have been no reforms in the economy and no reforms in the security sector. So in a way, what we're seeing with the current president is the result of 10 years of very corrupt politicians, of refusal to implement or to discuss reforms seriously, of pretending to make reforms to get money from the International Monetary Fund, but in fact stalling. And the same people who own the assets of Tunisia 12 or 13 years ago own them today. There are few new people who've come into the game, but the oligarchy has not changed. So any idea that Tunisia was progressing on a democratic path, to my way of thinking, has been eyewash. You know, it hasn't been true. Everybody's been talking about Tunisia, the beacon of democracy. But in the last few years, even well before Sa'id, there was no move to reform, no move to fight corruption from any president in Tunisia since the revolution. So in a way, Sa'id, I must say, he believes in conspiracies. I don't believe he has any economic vision for Tunisia. He now accuses black immigrants of risking the Arab and Islamic culture of Tunisia, which doesn't make sense at all because 20,000 black people, many of whom are well accepted in Tunisia, can't put in danger 12 million people in one of the oldest Arab states in the world. So it's populism, naked populism, and it will only lead to more trouble.